Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for November the 27th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and after that, I'll be pulling one card for each sign, and we'll look at how those energies meld together. All right, so overall energy is coming up as the Lord. This would be like the Emperor in a more traditional tarot deck. So this is going to be somebody who is a really great leader. He can inspire people to follow his vision. He's able to communicate his vision very well. He's also somebody who has a lot of integrity. He likes things done right. He has a certain amount of standards that he lives by and that he expects other people to live by. He is a great person to have as a friend, somebody in your corner. However, if you don't live up to his standards, he's probably not going to be your friend. He is going to be very forthcoming about the idea that he's not happy about what's happening. But if you do live up to his standards, then he's going to be somebody really good to have on your side. And he's going to be treating you with integrity and with respect, treating you very well. So this is the kind of guy that, who want to live up to their standards, or girl, could be a female as well, um, because we do want them on our side. This guy or gal could also have a lot of authority, probably does. They can be the patriarch in a family, or they can be a boss at work. They could be actually an owner of the company. They would probably be more in higher management if they're not the owner of the company, probably not mid-level management, but somebody that you can actually look up to and that would be able to have some control and have some power, be able to adjust some things that, if anything came up that needed to be adjusted or corrected. Okay, so this is somebody that we see either in your sphere of influence, or this may be you acting in this way. We're going to see as we go through this, through our 12 cards for each sign. So, boop-a-doo-doo, let's look at Aries. All right, Aries, Three of Swords showing up here. I think that you are interacting with somebody like we talked about in our overall energy. And I think that this person is going through some type of heartbreak or sadness. This could be a romantic version of heartbreak or sadness, or it could be something that is much more professional or from some other area of their life that is causing this. But this person is definitely dealing with something today. And as you're interacting with them, that would be a good thing to remember, is that they may be a little bit more sensitive and raw than what they normally are. Because normally I would say they're pretty secure, pretty stable. Somebody dealing with heartache or heartbreak, they can have some emotions that are coming to the surface a little bit more easily than at other times. Okay, so let's see here. Can I move this a little bit and get everything all the way in? That's nice. Okay, let's look at Taurus. Eight of Cups coming up here. Taurus in reverse. What I feel like is happening here. Well, what happened to my camera? You guys saw part of my lap where I'm holding my quilt. Anyway, what we have happening here is this idea of Amista fixing her camera. Okay, so what we have here is this idea of walking back to a situation with somebody who has some influence over your life, whether this is a significant other, a patriarch of a family, whether this is a boss. There's some kind of situation that you walked away from that involved this person because it was making you feel exhausted or depleted. Now you're walking back to it. I hope that that is working out better for you. I hope there's a reason why you feel like this can work out better for you. It may be that you have a whole different perspective you didn't have before, and maybe that's going to make all the difference. But we do see you walking back to a situation that does involve somebody like we talked about in the overall energy. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Okay, so Gemini's Seven of Cups coming up here in reverse. This is telling me something is going on where I think you're really focusing on gaining the leadership skills of somebody like this right now. You may have somebody like this in your sphere of influence that you're really looking up to, and you're taking your cue from that person as to what kind of leader do I want to be? That's it. I want to be more like this person. All right, next up, we're looking at Cancers. Nine of Wands showing up here. What's happening here, Cancers? Cancers, I think that you are anticipating being in some type of leadership position that maybe you did not have before. And you are basically getting ready for that, getting the education you need for that, finding out, whether that's finding out about the technology that you're going to have to be in charge of, or whether that's finding out about the people you're going to be leading. I feel like there's something going on where you are basically preparing to be the leader in some situation in your life. Okay. Next up, we have Leo, Leo, Leo. Death card showing up in reverse. Leos, I feel like there's somebody in your life that meets the description of our overall energy here that is has made a decision about something, excuse me, maybe somebody, but definitely about a situation or a thing. They've made some type of decision. You would like them to change that decision, is what I feel like. Otherwise, this card wouldn't be coming up. But with my death card in reverse, you just need to know that that decision is not going to be changing. It is stable, it is static. And at this point, you may as well say it's set in stone. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Princess of Cups showing up in reverse for Virgos. Okay, so Virgos, I think you're going to be expressing exactly how you feel about somebody like this person and our overall energy to them. Princess of Cups, when it comes in right side up, somebody is letting us know how they feel about us. When it's in reverse, this is us telling somebody else how we feel about them. This is our person who's showing up here. If you didn't hear what this overall energy is all about, you may want to scroll back to the beginning of the video to catch that. But expressing your feelings towards somebody like this. Now, let's see. Boop-a-doo, Leo, Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. 10 of Wands. Boop-a-doo-doo, boop-a-doo-doo. Libras, you guys could be starting a job or working some kind of gig, but you're doing something where you have you're taking on some responsibilities. And I think that this person is somebody that you're answering to. Even if you're an independent contractor, then the person that you're working for is probably going to be, there's probably a job starting with them today. And the person that you're working for is going to be somebody who falls under the description that we have in the overall energy. So if you didn't hear that, you may want to scroll back to listen to that. But working for somebody like that, and that's, if you've got to work, it's good to work for somebody like that. That's what I'm saying. All right, the other thing could be picking up responsibilities. I've seen this card talk about um, coming into a committed relationship with somebody, coming into partnership with somebody, whether that is romantic or otherwise. So you could be coming into some kind of commitment with somebody who has the qualities of the person we talked about at the beginning when we talked about the overall energy as well. All right, next up, let's look at Scorpios. 10 of Cups coming up in reverse for those of us with Scorpio placements. All right, interesting, Scorpios. With this showing up on the overall energy, you want to go back and scroll back if you didn't already hear what the overall energy is all about. But we have somebody like that who is not very happy at all, and they are working on what can I do to find satisfaction or fulfillment in this situation. I feel like we are participating in helping this person find more happiness and fulfillment in this situation, or we are witnessing as this person does this. And for whatever reason, even if we're just witnessing, this situation is going to be something that influences our day one way or the other. Okay. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Sagittarius, you're up next. Princess of Pentacles for Sagittarius. So you've got somebody who fits the description that we had at the front of this video, who is giving you some kind of good news about money or about material goods, maybe even about health. Health can be indicated in our Pentacles suit as well. All right, next up, we're going to look at Capricorn. Excuse me while I wet my whistle really quickly here. Capricorns, I think that you are working on doing something that brings more security and more stability in your life. And I think that as you're doing that, you are communicating with somebody who shows up like our overall energy here. So this overall energy could be somebody who's playing a role as like perhaps a loan officer or a counselor or a life coach or a mentor, anything like that. But this is somebody who is helping you or assisting you or advising you as you are establishing more security and more stability in your experience. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. High Priest showing up in reverse to the overall energy right here. What's going on? Ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da. Aquarius, I feel like you have somebody who fits the description that we talked about in the overall energy at the beginning of this video, who is giving you some advice, but it's not very good advice to follow. I think they have good intentions, but they may be a little bit off base about the advice that they're giving you. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces, you've got the Eight of Swords showing up across from that overall energy. There is someone in your sphere of influence who fits the description that we talked about at the front of the video with this overall energy that has you thinking about things and sort of thinking in circles, questioning. You may be wondering, how much integrity does this person really have? Or, there's a lot of different things that you could be, different ways that this could be manifesting. But we do see you thinking in circles about this and not really knowing which way to go whenever it comes to this person. So if you don't know, what this card signifies, then you want to go back to the beginning of the video and see what this person is like. So you know who it is that's showing up here that has you sort of thinking in circles. All right. And you have a better understanding of their character and their personality that way as well. All right. So was that Aquarius? Was that Pisces? That was Pisces. Okay. All right. So that's everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I do appreciate all your wonderful, wonderful support. You guys are my sponsors. So please remember to put a thumbs up on this video if you found benefit from it. Also share it with others who may also find benefit from it. And of course, put your feedback down below. I always love to hear it. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.